everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be for this makeup look right here. This is like a broken jigsaw mask tutorial. I really like how it turned out. I think it looks really cool. Shout out to the girl I got inspo from this time. Her name is Jessa Marie 37 on Instagram, and she does really cool makeup and looks, so you guys should definitely go check her out. She is really good at makeup. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really feel kind of scary with these eyeballs. They're too much. Forget to subscribe, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss a video, and like the video if you guys like these Halloween tutorials. And don't forget to comment if you guys want to see more of these tutorials. They're really fun to make. They're time consuming, but they're fun. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get started. So here I'm just going in with the this kit that I got from Amazon to make the cut on my forehead. So I started by using this adhesive, letting it get a little bit tacky. And then I went ahead and I took the wax and I just put it over it. And I took this like spatula and made it like really flat. And this all came in the kit, so it was really convenient. And then I went ahead and I put this other ointment over it that made it more skin-like, and it just helped blend it into my skin a little bit better. Then I let it dry, and then I went in with some foundation. I didn't put any primer because, I don't know, I felt like I didn't need it. I went in with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, and I went in with the lightest shade that they had, and I just put that all over my face, and I just blended it out. Ended up using a beauty blender or a beauty sponge because the other rectangle sponge was not working. So now we're doing the shading, and basically I'm starting by doing 2 lines down the sides of my mouth, and this was just part of the shading for the mask. And I just did that, and then I did my cheeks, so it was kind of like contouring, but you're not really gonna blend it out. You're just gonna make it a little bit more shaded and more blended on the bottom. So I just went in and did that, kept going over it with more black eyeshadow, blending it downwards, and then I did a little swirl. So I made it pass through like the side of my nose, and then brought it up and made like a little swirl, and then I just kept blending it out. And this part took the longest to blend it out because it was like the most important part for it to look nice and blended. I did make a few mistakes, so I just took the foundation, and I cleaned it up on the sides with like a small shader brush. And then I did my nose. So for my nose, it was like contouring, but like not really blending it out as much as you would when you contour it. But yeah, and then I went ahead and I did my forehead after. So for my forehead, I first did like a V-like shape in the center of my forehead. And I went back later and I made it a little bit more shaded. And then I did the sides of my forehead. So basically like contouring, but with black eyeshadow. This is not an everyday look, but yeah, so I went ahead and just kept shading it, kept blending it out. Then I started with the eyes. So the eyes was just one color. I just used black eyeshadow on my entire lid and in my crease. So I was just making it really intense, really bold, and really smoked out just to make it really intense. And I just kept blending it out, just black eyeshadow, brought it into my inner tear duct area just to make it more intense. And yeah, I pretty much just did that for a while and blended it out because black eyeshadow is kind of hard to blend out. So yeah, and if you're wondering, I'm using the one from the James Charles palette, which actually works really well and it's really pigmented. So I'm also doing my lower lash line, make it more intense. Now we're gonna do the eyes. So for the eyes, I started by using a Q-tip to carve out the circle for like the eyeball, but I ended up using like a little brush you're gonna see here, and I put makeup remover on it, and it worked a lot better. So I ended up using that to make the circle a lot more round. And I just kept doing that until I got a perfect circle. And then I went ahead with some red paint from the same palette I used in my last tutorial. But although I don't like this palette, I ended up using it because honestly, I had it. So, and if you're wondering who I'm talking to my sister throughout this whole video. So yeah. And I just put that in the center wherever I took off that black eyeshadow. I just put some red paint, and then I took the James Charles palette, took the red eyeshadow in that, and then I put that over the paint to make it a little bit more opaque. And I did end up fixing the eyes after I filmed my intro and my outro because I didn't like how it looked, so I ended up having to fix it. So I ended up putting some white under the red so that I would pop a lot more. But after that, I did the center. So I did like the pupil, and I used black and gray paint, and I just put that in the middle and did a little circle. And then I ended up shading more the forehead. So I took some more black eyeshadow, did like a little X to make it a little bit more shaded, a little bit more extra, made it a little bit more pigmented, took some more black eyeshadow, put it all over to just make it more opaque, make it more prominent. And yeah, so then I just took some white paint and I put it on these sides just to add a little highlight. I did end up taking afterwards some gray paint because I decided that I wanted it to blend in more. And I just took some black eyeshadow and I ended up putting that in the center of like my chin. So I just did a line down the middle, and then I took some more red and I did these spirals. So literally for this part, I literally did it off camera because I was so stressed out. I had to erase it, I think like 2 times, and that was like on each side, and it was just stressing me out because I was trying to get into the groove and like do it all at once, but I couldn't. So I did it off camera. So now I'm doing the lips, and then I took this like Dior lipstick, and it's really pretty color. And I just put that on my lips, and then I took some more of that lipstick on a little flat definer type brush, and I just made 2 lines on the sides of my mouth, kind of like a clown, kind of, not really, but just like a pointy line, and made it go all the way out. And yeah, and I just tried to perfect it because red lipstick can look really bad if you don't make it like perfect. So then I took some black eyeshadow and I put that in the like inner part of my mouth and my lips, just so that like it could look more hollow and more like death-like and a little bit more scary. So then I did the cut. So for the cut, I just took some of the wax off and I took some blood that came in the kit. This kit was amazing. I'll link it down below if you guys want to order it for Halloween. I mean, you guys will still have a few days to order it. And I just put some of the blood in my wherever I made the cut. And yeah, and then I ended up taking like big drops of blood and I ended up putting that where the cuts were just to make it a lot more fresh looking and make it a lot more like prominent. So I ended up doing that. And then I did my neck. So for my neck, I just took the same foundation, the white foundation, put that all on my neck, took some Laura Mercier powder and I set it. And then I did the bow tie. So for the bow tie, it was really simple. I just did basically 2 rectangles on the sides of my neck and I just filled in with the red. Then I just did kind of like a triangle. If you guys can hear my family talking, they're being very loud, just ignore it. And then I just did 2 triangles and connected them, and then I ended up filling it in with the same red paint, making it nice and perfect. And then I ended up doing in the middle, like for like the main part of the bow tie, I did like a little square, and then I just filled it in with the same red paint, and I just made sure it looked nice and perfect and the lines were all straight and stuff like that. And then I ended up shading it with some black eyeshadow, and then I was done. Okay everyone, so that's it for this makeup Halloween broken jigsaw tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up for another Halloween look. And don't forget to comment down below if you guys want to see more. Halloween is like next week, so maybe I'll drop one like on Halloween next Thursday. Let me know. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and shout out to the girl I got this idea from. And I really like this whole situation. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!